pray to God that is recording right now. Yo, Reddit. It's a terrible place where terrible people go to give terrible opinions. Needless to say, I'm not too big on this app. But despite how you might feel about Reddit, there's no denying that some interesting opinions and stories have come from some of these subreddits. Like r/ask Reddit, where users get to ask any question, no matter how big or small or stupid they may seem. And trust me, there are some stupid ones. Or what about r/AITA, where users go and explain their stories or dilemmas and ask one of life's most important questions. Am I the asshole? Well, today we're taking a look at one of Reddit's most infamous subreddits, that being r/Niceguys. If you're not familiar with r/Niceguys, it's basically a subreddit where users go and explain their stories where guys claim to be nice guys, but then turn hostile when their niceness isn't being repaid with sexual or romantic attention. AKA, I was nice to you, so please f me. So let's jump right into it and see some of these wild beasts in their natural habitat. Our first story is titled, I'm in shape mentally and physically, and women actually love being around me. That definitely sounds like a nice guy. Let's see how true any of those things are. All right, this looks like it's coming from Instagram comment section. That's a new one. I usually don't see nice guys. Nice guys are usually in DMs or like, you know, text messages. It's kind of odd to see them in a comment section, but let's get started. You dated him. I'm sure he didn't just one day transform and abuse you. Okay. Okay. We're off to a crazy start. You probably saw all the red flags and thought you could change him. Jesus Christ. Women's ability to take zero accountability for bad decisions is something that never ceases to amaze me. Someone else responds to him saying, incel alert. All women seek shelter immediately. Unfortunately for you, I'm in shape mentally and physically, and women actually love being around me. Maybe you need therapy because unlike you, if I chose a bad woman, I take accountability for doing so, and I don't put all the blame on the other person. Invest in cat food. Oh dear lordy. Invest in cat food because there's going to be a lot of Western single bitter women like yourself with 10 cats by the time you hit 50. Somebody else replies saying, I ain't reading all that, bro, chacho. Also, I have a BF. You probably need to pay for. I don't disagree. You probably do have to pay for it. I think it's hilarious that they're being told that they're going to wind up with like 10 cats when most of the men who act like this genuinely just they die alone. Like they're like not even to be morbid or anything like that. They genuinely just die alone. Fuck, or they turn into passport bros. I feel like it's either you die alone or you travel across the country to go and try and find a wife to bring back here. So the irony in that is just crazy. Our next story is titled, I know you didn't get any toxic vibes from me because I have none to give. Okay. If how I acted, treated someone, or intended to make someone feel had any semblance of toxicity, I would own that. I know you didn't get any toxic vibes from me because I have none to give. Some people automatically connect alpha with toxic masculinity. They're wrong. We have no better word to describe someone who takes the lead, handles pressure well, and is assertive. Alpha men and women are not automatically bullies. I despise bullies, and an observant person would know that. Like, a couple of things, right? I love how we always try to go into the whole alpha male thing when most of these dudes are built like David Cross. I think that's that guy's name. The dude from the Alvin and Chipmunks movies, the damn manager, they look like him half the time. They love to big themselves up to be some type of alpha macho man that doesn't need a woman. But like, why are you here if you don't need a woman? Why do you feel the need to say all of this if you are fine with just being yourself? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And honestly, your reasoning doesn't matter. If I said something that upsets you, especially when your interpretation doesn't align at all with what you observed of me, either ask me about it or even just wish me well and move on. So because you think I self-described as a disrespectful person, you then go and do what most online daters consider the most disrespectful thing to me. Oh, the irony. What did she do to you? It's crap like this that makes online dating hard. We should all try to be better. Okay. What a strange response. I met you once. So you also gotta just like pull out the fact that half the time that these people, these nice guys, get into these text messages, they're usually getting ratioed. Like they'll send like 5 messages and the woman won't say anything back, or in this case, they'll send like 2 small little messages and then proceed to move on with life. You decide to type out 2.5 paragraphs to this woman who obviously has no intention on being with you. Stop wasting your time. Just move on. And that's really the biggest thing when it comes to these nice guys. They can't move on. What the fuck? Okay, I just read like the very first sentence to this story, and we're gonna do this one next. This one is titled, "It's not me that anything is wrong with, it's you." This is Reddit. Oh, okay. Reddit is where I feel like we would find most of our nice guys, to be honest with you. What's up with your sexy, fine, extremely ass, baby? What is wrong with you? Wow, that is the first time I've ever given a lady a compliment. And this is how these people think. He really thinks that what he just said was a compliment. That's insanity. That is the first time I've ever given a lady a compliment, and she actually has the nerve to ask me what's wrong with me. It's not me that anything is wrong with, it's you. Because you apparently do not either know how to handle a compliment or actually against men who give you any compliments. But either way, I'm sorry for giving you a compliment, and you will never have to worry about me ever again, and I am a man of my word. And then he took an hour to type that. Like, Jesus Christ. It's got to be some type of psychosis. It has to be some type of mental illness, because where in your brain does that tell you that that was okay to do? It's absolutely ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. Our next one is titled, "I think it's more of an appreciation of beauty in a certain specific and niche expression. Since you'll take your makeup off, want to do me a favor? Before you do, take a request of mine and do an ego shot with those eyes. I know what kind of man you are." No. LMAO. Ha, I need to unlock that perk then. Either way, enjoy your bath. Lamo, that's funny you think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm quite the comedian. And it's not that I think so. I only believe that your eyes, makeup, and the photo/pose itself is a deadly combination. No worry. Hey, that rhymes. I am not here to be objectified. It's only objectification. Oh my God. He immediately jumps on the defense. Immediately. It's only objectification if there's zero or superficial interest at its roots. I think it's more of an appreciation of beauty and a certain specific and niche expression. But not gonna lie, it's pretty miserable to look at that as objectification. You already don't like anything and everything is difficult for you, so I knew you wouldn't do it. That's why it was a favor. What the hell? Hey, this person doesn't do anything for me. So maybe if I ask of it as a favor, they'll actually do it. No, you're just a fucking creep, dude. If I wanted to objectify you, I would have said a lot more whenever you mentioned going to take a shower or baths. But no worries, I'll try to understand where you're coming from. But I just want you to know my interest to get to know you is legit. I won't think of you as a sex object. I would have said a lot more whenever you mentioned going to take a shower or baths. I would have harassed you more if I wanted to objectify you, is what I just read. There's nothing that's not horny about an ego face. I'm gonna read that again for my people in the back. There's nothing that's not horny about an ego face. Okay? Okay. That's a lot of assumption there. But also, and not to be crass, weren't you only regarded for your appearance in your last relationship that you refused to leave? God damn! This guy cuts deep. What? Yo, this guy cuts fucking deep. Jesus Christ. Not to be crass, and it proceeds to say the most crass ever. Jesus. To be blunt, I can't think of anything more or less as objectification by your own standards. Maybe I've learned from my mistakes? Even you don't believe that. Oh God, okay. Even you don't believe that. The first word in that sentence already highlights that. And to be clear, the reason I'm defending my position is not because I'm completely innocent, but it's because it truly is difficult just to talk to anyone who will label you as objectifying them for a throwaway casual favor that was easily dismissed and laughed at and wasn't even used to pressure or manipulate you. You're proposing that you learned from your mistake, but It just seems like you've grown bitter. It was your own choice. Everything up to that point. Okay. It's like trying to be friends with someone who will stab you in the back. It's fine if you play around betraying each other. It's another to actually do it without motivation. Without even learning about the person. It's such a lazy way to process and digest information about someone. Your okay is your resignment, I take it? Hey, whatever the case, it's getting late. I don't know if you have to work tomorrow or how late you stay up, but I wish and hope you a good night. And then that was it. You know, we never heard from him again. He learned to leave her alone, and yeah, they went on to have a happy life. Except this is r/Niceguys, and that doesn't happen. So he actually creates another account and he pretends that he is a friend. How do I say this? He pretends that he is a friend of himself saying these things to this girl. Does that make sense? We're going to jump right into it. Actually, I lied. I'm here because of a friend of mine telling me about you. I don't know everything, but from my perspective, you're insane. My friend said he wanted to get to know you, even though you were difficult with lots of issues. He never told me what, but I can guess undiagnosed narcissism is one of them. To me, I think you're human garbage. But he said the last thing he sent to you was a good morning the day before Xmas Eve. Nonetheless, which proves my point. LOL. You probably felt more in control blocking people, which is a good high for you. I think you're fucking hopeless, to be honest. And each year that passes by, you'll just be back to the start. But I'm here because I'm loyal. And my friend is happy for you, but sad he couldn't say it, but wanted to wish you and hope you have a good Christmas and holidays, especially since you work at Walgreens. Good luck. Damn. You heard it here first. Channel 4 Incel News. If you work at Walgreens, you have absolutely nothing going on with life and deserve to be lonely for the rest of your life. Please go. Obviously, I'm joking. Again, this is where I feel like it's psychosis. When you're doing shit that you have to make separate accounts, hit them up, and then pretend to be somebody else, it's just like, give it up, man. This is too much energy. This is too much effort for someone who doesn't want to be involved with you. Honestly, I think we all could do a little bit better at handling rejection. Let's do one more. Let's try to get one more out, and then we'll call it a wraps. Okay, this next one is titled, I feel so bad now. Let me rub and kiss your feet as an apology after harassing me for 2 days. Neither side are bad or good. It comes down to the person themselves. I'm sure you do have cute feet though, LOL. How did we get there? How, from those first 2 messages, how did we get to this third one? I digress. Bad people exist on either sides for sure. And then he acts like he didn't just say that. Okay. Oh my God. Yes, this is true. I feel so bad now, LOL. Please, let me massage and kiss your feet as an apology. Yeah, definitely as an apology. You're not doing anything else. There's nothing that you could possibly be doing while sending messages to this woman asking if it's okay that you rub her feet. I take it back, sincerely. I'll even give you a foot rub. All right, come on, dude. I think it's about time that we pull out the intervention banner. We need to talk about this because I think you might have a bit of a fetish. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, just time and place. Time and place. I can't tell if you're like with me. I can't. No, I'm dead serious. And then he triples down on it. That's insane. If your feet are nice and soft, I'll gladly rub them for you and kiss them. I really don't even know what to say. Like, you've rendered me speechless. How, hun? LOL. I'm saying I'll gladly give you a foot rub and kiss your feet for you as long as they're nice and soft. As an apology. Definitely, as an apology. I think the little marker kind of gets in the way. I don't know. I appreciate the offer though. One thing I want to know is that all of these messages have been from different platforms. It just truly goes to show that nice guys are unfortunately unavoidable. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter what platform you go on to. It doesn't matter how nice you are to a person. Nice guys exist everywhere. Well, that's been my time. Honestly, I hope that this could be an eye-opener for any potential nice guys out there watching this video. Women, if you are dealing with a nice guy, please just block him. Let it be over with. Don't let these people cost you your peace of mind. It's very obvious that these people are just people who have trouble getting to be quite frank with you. I mean, we all know lack of sex makes you crazy, right? I mean, look at Billy Loomis, right? The whole Scream franchise probably wouldn't have happened had Cindy just slept with him. Not saying that she needed to, but I'm just saying that he is a good spokesperson for this. He's the ultimate nice guy. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, drop a comment down below. Let me know, have you had any experiences with nice guys? I would love to hear them. Drop a like, subscribe, all that YouTuber bullshit. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Peace. It just truly goes to show that you heard it here first, guys. Incel news. You heard it here first. Channel 4 Incel news. If you work at Walgreens, you heard it here first, guys. Incel news. If you work at Walgreens, you have absolutely no. Dude, I'm trying to get this joke off.